What's hot right now? I can tell you what's hot right now.
Please do.
Elon Musk is hot right now. He's wanting, obviously, I mean, for a while now, people have been knowing that he wants to go to Mars. I was gonna say Mars is hot because it's red, but Mars is actually really cold.
Yeah, it's quite
Mars
cold.
is really cold. There was a new video that SpaceX put out about what it's going to be like to go to Mars, like to live there and have a city on there. I don't think you've seen the video.
I have not.
You might have. I saw it this morning. I'll briefly explain. It was just this rocket going up. This whole like the Earth looked futuristic. The rocket goes up and it sort of skips 9 months because it takes like 9 months to get to Mars. And as they land, you can see like a whole city on Mars, like a whole city. Now, my question is, that is sick, but if you got the chance to go to space, are you doing it?
To Mars or to space?
We'll do both, just to go to space, like on the space station.
Yeah, I would go. I mean, why would you not go? It's an experience.
It's a big risk.
Is it though?
I feel like maybe not as much anymore.
Yeah, I think that there's too many safety
Right.
procedures that would have to get into, that would be in place.
Yeah.
Because if it was that sketchy, people would have to like, sign like stuff to be like, if I'm coming down, if I'm just dying,
Yeah.
who cares?
Well,
Do you know
obviously,
what I
I
mean?
feel like Mars is more of a risk, but Mars is a commitment. Like, it takes 9 months to get there.
I believe
Wow.
that, at least in the next 100 years, we're not gonna get to Mars.
100.
Well, no, actually, no.
Elon Musk wants to do it in
How?
30 years.
I worded that wrong. We can get to Mars, but we will not live in Mars. There will be no cities
there,
in Mars.
there won't be like a civilization living on
There,
Mars.
yeah, nothing like that.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we'll get to Mars, I reckon, within our lifetime. I mean, Elon Musk wants to do it within 30 years' time from now.
I think that's doable.
I think it's doable, to be fair. I mean, it's a long trip. It's you got to find the right people to be committed to do it. But imagine, yeah, because obviously Mars, whole new planet, like no one's been on there before, right? You're gonna be the first to do everything, yeah. I would love, like, imagine your claim to fame. You were the first person to have a wank on Mars. That's a massive. That. Do you know what? I'll take that title.
Okay, well, it'd be
Let's be
extremely hard, right? First, because of gravity. Second,
You know, that's
'Cause
the problem.
it's
You have all the liquids
yeah,
flying
and it's
everywhere.
extremely cold, right? It's extremely cold. So,
Just freeze.
will it come out?
That's a
That's a good question.
that's a good question.
But yeah, I would rather step on Mars first than do that. I'd say I would rather have my claim of fame to step on Mars
But
first.
I've always said, imagine like you could hold it against everyone in the world. Yeah, imagine that you could say that you banged Queen Lizzie. I mean, she's obviously dead now. Rip Liz. But imagine saying, saying to everyone, I had smashed Queen Lizzie. Like, if you had the opportunity, yeah, or if you guys have the opportunity, yeah, to
What age are you
resurrect
talking about?
Lizzie. What age?
Yeah.
She's old.
Well, like
We're
current,
talking like current, yeah.
Oh,
I mean, she's in the grave right now. When she was alive 5 years ago, you had the opportunity. Queen Lizzie.
no, because you know how girls are. They just get attached. I'm not looking for a commitment with Queen Lizzie. You know, she does have quite a lot of money, right?
Queen
But I'm
Lizzie.
not ready for that fame. Especially 5 years ago, I would have been 14 years old. I don't think I could have done it at 14 years old.
Bro, I'll be real. I'm taking that. Don't care about the fame. Don't care about the money. I can tell my mates I banged Queen Lizzie. That is a sick thing to be able to say. I'll be real.
Would they believe you though?
No, probably not.
Exactly.
I'd have to have proof. Don't know what type of
Okay.
proof, but I'm not willing to provide any proof.
You've asked me quite a wild question, right?
Yes, sir.
Actually, I will get on that question later. Since we're talking about Elon Musk, that's the big topic we're talking about.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about Elon Musk with the BBC interview. Have you seen it?
Do you know what I have? I haven't seen the whole thing.
Yeah.
That was funny, man. He was shutting down the BBC guy like instantly. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I think people are too broad because if you guys have not seen the interview, he basically said there's a lot of hate speech on Twitter.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
the interview was there, and the interview was basically trying to chat shit about his platform, which Elon Musk owns now, right? Just trying to say your platform was shit because there's too much shit being talked, too much negative stuff.
But I'm not. I agree with the BBC guy. Like on Twitter, I'm seeing so much hate speech, but I believe in free speech. So it's just people being free, speaking what they want to say. You know,
Hate speech is
the
different
difficult-
than free speech.
Yeah, but free speech means you can say what you want, right?
Yes, but there are consequences to what you can say.
Oh, of
if
course,
if it can affect someone negatively.
of course.
If it's like if obviously if you say kill yourself to someone who's about to kill themselves, probably not the best thing to do. I guess
Yeah.
could you consider that as hate speech?
Yeah, but of course that's hate speech.
Maybe it's motivational speech.
Of course motivational speech to do the wrong thing.
Yeah. Well, if he's about to do it, right?
Like, the thing is, I mean, the BBC interview was saying there's too much hate speech on Twitter, and Elon Musk is basically saying, well, it's free speech, so it's allowed. He unbanned Andrew Tate on Twitter, he unbanned Donald Trump on Twitter, all these things because he believes in free speech. And with free speech is going to come hate speech. You can't get rid of that. It's what some people believe. There's going to be bad people in the world, all this type of stuff. But it's a difficult one, really, because I believe in free speech, but I believe there can be too much free speech and where there's going to be extremists that are going to go too far and can damage people's lives by what they say.
How do you know it's not already there? How do you know?
What do you mean?
Because guess what? Everyone that is being banned from Twitter are just people who have a certain political views, or some views about men, or some views about girls or women.
Yeah.
But there's accounts, there is terrorist accounts, like quite well-known terrorist accounts on Twitter, which again is hate speech, but you wouldn't want to ban it because it's not to do with you. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't affect your life.
You can go on Twitter, and you can come across on the For You part a video of a beheading.
Yeah.
Like from ISIS.
They're not a thing anymore.
That is messed up. You know what I'm saying? A little water break. My mouth's getting dry. Damn. Got to lubricate the mouth. Get it going. Yeah, so
Like
you can you can find some mad stuff on Twitter. I mean, there's a flipping. It's stupid. So I feel like Twitter's a platform at the moment. Twitter is the only platform that isn't really monetized. Like, there's not people restricting it and things like that.
Okay.
Like, YouTube is very restricted. Like, Instagram is very restricted.
Not monetized.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to get demonetized, but YouTube can take a video down within seconds, whereas Twitter, everything just sort of gets left up, and it's messed up. I think it's messed up. I think there should be a level of monetization, and restrictions. Like,
you think?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
there's,
to an
like,
extent. You don't want a 5-year-old kid being exposed to a video.
But that's the thing; they have restrictions. So if you do an account that you're under the age of 18, automatically you can't see stuff.
Yeah, but can you try? You have to you have to give proof of like ID and things like that, I suppose. But okay, yeah, I guess that's like a firewall in terms of like blocking people out that are underage from seeing things. But even still,
there's some bad stuff on Twitter.
Some extremists.
There's some extremists, right? So I mean, those obviously they promote death and all that stuff,
Would
right?
you class Andrew Tate as an extremist?
No.
Do you not think they're extreme views, no matter if they're right or wrong? They are quite heavy views. Would you say, extremist doesn't always mean terrorism. It can mean people with very strong views, such as like Piers Morgan.
He does not have strong views.
Piers Morgan has very strong views. I actually love it. Have you seen his?
I think overall he's a well-educated man in the sense of like he did start off hating Andrew Tate. I'm not here trying to cocksuck Andrew Tate, but I'm just saying he did start hating Andrew Tate. Had him on, had like a 2-hour chat with him, and then realized maybe he's not that bad of a guy, and then doesn't actually hate him now. So I like that about him. He's got a relatively unbiased personality.